Hey, stream. Wait a minute. That's better. 2 minutes. Good gosh. I actually completely forgot I was streaming. Or rather, I forgot to set up a stream. But I'm here. I'm ready. Do I need a towel? I think I might need a towel. Towel, yeah, I'm gonna get a towel. How long have I got? How long have I got? A minute, okay. Towel. I got one. I'm back. Alright, 5 seconds. Got everything. Everything's connected. Yes. Connect. And the chat's up. Hey chat. Long time. Actually, yeah, it has been a long time. I was ill, wasn't I? Last time you've probably seen me on a live stream was doing what was it called? What did I do? FR stage race. That was a while ago. Well, I felt like a while ago. Get to the front.
No, it's because the mic is turned away, probably. Oh. 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 Oh, finally. Oh. How was the mic now? Is it okay now? And got a couple of verified riders in this group. I think I saw a pro, did I? Sorry chat, I can only just about the chat was half covered, that's why I couldn't say anything. No Tron bike, no, I tell you what I've done. I switched bikes the other day just for a change. I can't remember what I was doing, and I obviously just jumped on Zwift at the very last minute, and obviously that was the same bike I was using. So there's a moral of the story: always check what bike you've got. If I fancy a trip to Newport, was it on Zwift? Wahoo event at Chris Tiny Rebel. What's Tiny Rebel? Is it something in Newport? If you're getting, I live really far west Wales. We're quite far removed from the rest of Wales. Oh, Tiny Rebel Brewery. I've never heard of it. Wednesday night, it's a bit late notice to be honest. I haven't seen any publicity about it, but I haven't seen any posts and stuff, but oh, here we go. Got a different saddle on this bike, and it's not. Oh, someone's saying congrats on the engagement. That's kind of. Feels a bit weird that, like, an online platform, people are wishing me happy engagement, but Ah, James. Last, when was it? Last Tuesday, nearly a week ago. We did a backpedal group ride where we did the Mercury 40. And I think it was an hour and a half. We did it with the elastic band on. And we came up 300 meters short of doing the full loop in the 90 minutes. Because I don't know if any of you have used the elastic band for a group ride, but it tends to like slow the group down to keep everybody together and things. So yeah, we might do it in sub 1 hour today. Well, yeah, we probably will, easily. Ah, certainly, Gareth, certainly. What flyer was that? Ah, small businesses. It's always sad. Just signed up to Discovery Plus today. I was a little bit hesitant, you know, when GCM Plus sort of folded. I was like, you know, because I only watch it for the racing, and I was like, and obviously I love watching the early season races, particularly the classics, but I really like you know, Tour Down Under, and it's mad actually, like Wollonga Hill, all the talk in the minute about the Strava KOM, it seems to be on everybody's lips, and Sierra Gigante put in a bit of a performance on it the other day, and obviously the men haven't done it yet, but it's apparently there's a hill climb on it. Richie Porte and Sierra Gigante are both gonna do it. Richie Porte obviously retired, but yeah, pretty cool. Shame it's so far away around the world. Or I would have definitely been there and then did it. Not sure what the cost of flights are to Australia at the minute. Squanchy, no, don't worry, we're not going anywhere. I'll have a look, guys. Squanchy here, there's Gabrielle. Shout out, Gabrielle. You made yourself known to the chat. $1,400 pence, I hope. Can't be 1,400 quid. Not be that much. More like I would have thought, if I was taking a guess, always business class. Well, yeah, to be honest, I have said that, you know, if I ever fly back to that part of the world, either I take sleeping tablets and knocks me out for the whole flight if I'm in economy class, or I pay to go business. Small change. You know the real truth, Gareth. You know the real truth. There's a reason why it's not my job. No, like, you can always rely on me to make content that will get sort of consistent average views. But you can check out a lot of YouTube channels out there now that are pumping out like some really high-end content, and like is it Mitch Boyer? I think Mitch is his name, from the US, is one off the top of my head. You know, making some big storytelling videos, and yeah, they're like, oh. I don't think I'd be able to live comfortably at all off YouTube. It's why I spin many plates. Spinning many plates, and also the biggest plate I'm spinning is obviously trying to do extraordinary things on a bike rather than sort of naturally regressing, is that the word? Regressing in cycling and putting more effort into content. I'm still not there yet. I'm not putting more effort into content. I'm still putting more effort into my cycling. Nah, guys, nah, I think I know what my... It's definitely anything to do with climbing or high-end performance. Is what pops off on my channel. I think as with bike packing, people would see my name on it and they would know that it's not high performance. It doesn't have that angle. If I could angle it to be somewhat high performance, then I think people would be interested. Like, personally, I think that's what people, when they see my name, I hope they think Taiwan KOM, yeah, of course, obviously a factor, but thing is with the Taiwan KOM is just like the Everesting, it's one of the things that people want to see me do, and that's what I feel like I know suits me the most. But in terms of YouTube as well, I know that's what people want to see. You know, they've been waiting long enough. Like, it's that type of attitude that I sense when people mention it. It's almost like they're impatient to see it. But it's the thing is with the Taiwan KOM, for example, that means I can't do the British Hill Climb Championship. So it's one of those. At some point, you know, the British hill climbs will have to become a thing of the past. kind of. You know what I mean? Like, dedicated 2 months, well, you could say 3 months, really. I call like August the 3rd month, because I just end up focusing on my training on hill climbing, but August, September, October obviously is very much heavily weighted towards British Hill Climb Championships. So I would have to knock it on the head to do the time on KOM. And I think between me and the people who are watching the stream live, like I'm still probably mentally recovering from the loss of the British Hill Climb Championships last year. Like that's affected me more than I ever thought it would. And yeah, I don't know what to say about it really. But yeah, it's affected me more than I thought. I mean, that's what I could say about it. But it's one of those things that's left me with this feeling now of, do I even bother, doing the hill climbs? It's like, it's made me question that whole participation. It's yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's one of those things where it's, do you keep beating the same, what do you call it, beating a dead horse or whatever it's like this year's British Hill Climb Championship is 3 minutes long. Do I even bother, or do I just go and do something else? Do I do I travel all around the UK for 2 months doing those hill climb races? It's the thing is, it's not my identity. The internet has kind of maybe taken it and run with it. That I'm a hill climber, but you follow the channel. I'm a hill climber in certain months of the year, and then the rest of the time I do fun shit on my bike, whatever that may be. I obviously can still climb, but what does hill climber mean? It's like, yeah, I'm so torn, really. The good thing is that I've spoken to Veresvelo, Factor, Band of Climbers, all of the brands that support what I do, and they've totally agreed with me. Well, not agreed with me, but they understand where I'm coming from. or at least they understand that I don't have a clear vision with that. Like, it's I have a strength that we obviously know is going uphill, but does doing that in the UK for 2 months a year warrant a 10-year period of my life? Or can I, or should I do more with it than that? I'm in a different position to others, and this is what we've been talking about recently, myself, Charlie, and some of the brands, is that the reason why I called it quits on racing for teams or being in that rat race is because it took me so long to get to the top of the level I was at, racing at, so that I could say, this is the race I want to do, this is the event I want to do. It took me so long to get to that point that when things went and fell apart, when things fell apart, I'd have to rebuild again. But at that point, I'd had a YouTube channel, I had other options, and so we chose this route. But what I've ended up doing, in not so many words, is pigeonholing myself to certain events or certain disciplines or times of the year and not doing anything else. So the British Hill Climb season would be a good example of that, because I almost feel like trapped by it. I've invested so much in it, and I've given the community, I feel, maybe I'm just being selfish or whatever, I feel I've given a lot to that community, like maybe even helped get the British Hill Climb Championship to the level that it is in terms of participation. I don't know, like, I can't help but think that in some respects, but in doing that I feel like I'm trapped within it and that I can't do anything else. But that's the reason why I chose this path in the first place. Like, I feel like I'm supposed to, not supposed to, I feel like with things that I have been doing, I'm going to wake up in 5 years' time and be like, I still haven't done what I wanted to do, because I've been focused too much on the things that other people want me to do, or not so much what other people want me to do, but what is already set up and in place for me to follow. A hill climber should do the British Hill Climb series. If he doesn't, what makes him a hill climber? That type of attitude. What do you mean, Niels, with Wahoo? Oh, I should have brought a water on there. Gagging. In general, Do I feel like something has happened with Zwift racing in general? I don't know. Well, I know for one thing, I know when we first started racing and stuff on Zwift, it was less serious than what it is now, I think. It sort of, as soon as it started going down the route of being like the outdoor racing, I was like, oh, this is not what I want. Or like, it didn't interest me as much. I enjoyed it in the early days, and then I think as it got more and more serious, I don't know. I mean, the ZRL racing, as you say there, like you have to be in a team which is doing ZRL, and of course, backpedal isn't. Well, but the ZRL, you know, those races, you know, it's like the Zwift games. It speaks to me because it's something completely entirely different. The same as the FRR series. ZRL, like I understand the level and the quality of rider is huge, but the racing is crap, especially for someone like me. I can't do half as what I could do. Come on, Emma. You and Charlie are in a similar boat. Right?
Okay.
Huh? Well, no, it's a group ride, which is also a race, probably. How was I saying? You know, at the end of the day, Zwift and everything, and the ZRL, it's an enterprise, isn't it? Really, and they're trying to make the racing and stuff as interesting as possible, and but sadly, it doesn't work for the riders. Then, you know, so only some riders. I'm probably in a very small minority. You know, I think there's a lot of riders that obviously love it. But I mean, you're 100% right on Neil. It's like you haven't seen me doing a lot of Zwift racing at a substantial level, like higher category. You know, I'd love to do the Zwift Gran Fondos, or like well, to be fair, the FRR did have some decent competition, but it's almost been like the last year particularly, things have always got in the way of that, like fitness for one, the timing, where it falls. The thing with the what was I saying? Just had a WhatsApp notification that's thrown my flipping Swede off. Certain things have happened as well in the community that is, you know, like, I always feel like, well, oh, hang on, it's flipping going hard, do it. Yeah, the thing is as well, Niels, weirdly though, I've seen nothing but massive numbers when it comes to live streaming, or like when I've done live streaming, like the community has still been, well, it's been bigger than ever. And when I jump on Zwift, it always feels like there's someone there that knows of the channel, or knows of me, or knows it. So it's I have also noticed that I've not always had to do races for people to not so much see me, but you know, like you said, you've seen less of me, but I obviously know how YouTube and stuff works, and obviously the less Zwift racing I do, the less it'll probably get pushed to you. And maybe those people on Zwift, maybe they consume the content a bit more, and that's why that's it. You know, there's lots of different. So yeah, it's how has Zwift racing changed the last couple of years? Good question. I think it's got more professional over every level. Am I using a fan? Yes, I am, Nick, yeah. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, this is a good example today. You know, this was very last minute live stream, and you're all talking, chatting about stuff. Who's the person with the podcast in their name? Oh. This coffee break's a joke. I know it's just a group ride, but like, obviously group rides in Zwift are races. Don't abuse the coffee ride button. Use it as a chance to push yourself, and then if you do get dropped, you know next time how to do it differently. Anyway, well, to be honest, Emma, if I've seen a lot of, you know, people who make YouTube videos, and, well, in this case, YouTube videos, people would just stop making those videos. You know, like the cyclocross videos and the gravel videos don't do very well at all on my channel. Unless I was to do like a gravel Everest, or if I was to do like a gravel hill climb or something, I don't know. Like, so again, going back to that performance, like, obviously it gets views, but it doesn't get like views. Or maybe I'm just coming at it from the wrong angle. I don't know, you know. At the end of the day, I film everything and see what sticks. But sometimes it's not as simple as like, it's not as simple as just saying like, oh, I've had 40,000 views on the Pidcock KOM video, I'll just do another one. Maybe it would work, but like at some point it would dry up. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people get disheartened. You know, I know a lot of people as well personally, they get disheartened by that, and I do as well. But I don't stop making those videos because they add to, you know, like 1,000 of you that watch it, you enjoy it obviously because you've watched it, or like 1,000 of you have clicked on it. You know, just because only 1,000 of you have watched it and 40,000 of you have watched the Pidcock one, KOM for example, you know, it doesn't mean that nobody's gonna watch the gravel. So like, you still gotta, you know, that's my attitude. And I think, you know, I don't like it when we assume that people don't want to watch it. I'm kind of, in some ways, I'm going back on what I said earlier, because like what I said earlier was like the opposite of what I'm saying now. But it's a different, you know, it's such a weird thing. I just don't overthink it too much. I just, oh thanks. Ah. Oh, needed that. Ah. No, I don't need it. No way. I don't need it. No, Charles, I've only got like 5 minutes left. Well, not quite 5 minutes, but. Oh, that group's gonna get back on. Am I discussing audience makeup? I guess so. Well, sort of. I mean, we're just talking about different content and why I still think there's value in can hardly talk it. Oh, people, what are you doing with this coffee break thing? Here's me. Cheers, guy. I thought it was just a group ride, Brian. Is there another? Have we got another climb coming up, or what? Ah, that's a good observation, Ian. So, like, people that either do, like, similar things or are interested in doing similar things, rather than people who, like, are just sort of, not armchair cyclists, but, like, they just consume the content or something. I guess GCN, they get so many viewers. Just as an example, or not... I mean, you could talk about lots of channels, but GCN, not everybody is a cyclist even. If that's what you mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions there. I agree, Emma, yeah. It's a shame those two, they jumped across and then didn't really push as hard as, well, unless they're extremely strong over short-term power, and they got across and then couldn't do anything because of their FTP. But that was a shame. Needed to keep riding at like 6 to 7, well, at least 7 watts per kilo as a group anyway. I don't know, I kind of understand it. I mean, if they get across to me, maybe they think that I am just gonna go into like head mode and just drag, but $800. I'll have a go. For poos and giggles. What is the power? Is the power up predetermined? Well, I didn't quite have the raw numbers that Tim might have had. I didn't quite have that maybe, but it was close to the end apart from the guy that like came from nowhere and showed us that little bit of sprint there. And, was it Kim there? Was it Kim? What? Was it you, Kim? Ugh. Oh, my backside. Oh, maybe. Sorry, I thought. Oh. I can have a little spin for about 15 minutes now. Just actually, I'll have a look. Let's just have a quick look, see what that. Let's have a look at that effort there at the end. I mean, I can't imagine it was. I feared that my gears would jump. I've got a little bit of a issue I need to just sort out with the way the gears are moving, but I didn't go like I could. Well, I thought the gears were going to slip, so I didn't stamp. No, but I mean, nearly 550 for 50 seconds. But oh my word. I have to say, I do enjoy. Yeah, I do enjoy. I've said this a million times. I do enjoy if I've got like an hour and a half or 2 hours to do, and requires some endurance or high level zone 2 or high zone 2, maybe even. I do enjoy jumping into a race. Especially one like this that, well, I mean, it's pretty flat really, isn't it? But it's sometimes motivation this time of year, it ain't the best, so yeah, nice to jump on and oh. I'm wearing ankle socks on the turbo, maybe that's why I lacked that bit of punch at the end there. Oh. Oh. So what's everybody else doing today? Doing a Total Zwift group ride or training session or day off or nice. Yeah, it makes your legs look quite nice actually, doesn't it? Can't stop looking now. Oh. I don't like this little heart that's on the live stream. Is it on there for everybody else? It's like you can press it and it gives you like emojis, and you can like send a heart to the chat. I don't like it. It like gets in the way of some of your comments or the most recent comment. How do I get rid of that? Who's pressed it? Stop pressing it. Nice, Esme. Nice. Mad Monday race. Nice. What time's that on? Is that on later this evening? Is that? I suppose there's going to be a good field for that. Is there? A mad field. Oh, everyone's pressing it now. For goodness sake. I shouldn't have mentioned it. That's what Ed went down to adjust the 1K to go. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't my it wasn't my shoe. Well spotted, the real crab. Yeah, I wasn't doing my shoes up. I was oh my word. Can you just press it in unlimited times or something? Because they're just flying all over the place now. I'm gonna try one of those reels. I seen that the guy do. There's a guy on Instagram. Can't remember what his name is. I'll have to find it now. There was Volker Voigt. He lives in Frankfurt. He does a lot of Zwift stuff. I'm gonna see if I can copy one of his reels because they tend to get like a lot of views. Let's have a look. I don't think people. I don't look as handsome as him, so maybe I'm not gonna. I need to put my boobs away first. Instagram will. Oh no, no, my hairy chest. Well, it's not hairy. It looks more like pubes, to be honest. But I don't know why I can grow a full beard, but I can't grow a chest hair. What do I say? I've got I got camera shy. Tour de Zwift group rides. Oh no, I need to do that, don't I? Tour de Zwift group rides always turn into a race. I don't know. Try that. And then I need to like take a photo of my I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. What bike am I riding? I think I'm riding a Cannondale, you know. I know someone's already pointed it out that I'm not on the Tron. I was messing around with bikes the other day. I think I was looking at bikes to buy, and then I won't show now, will it? Yeah, I think it was. Oh, why am I even doing that? I could just change the camera angle. Yeah, so I know 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I'll jump off in. Oh. To be honest, I think my reel that I post is going to have like mad comments because I'm wearing a long sleeve indoors. So I don't have to worry about. The bucket hat is only good for one thing. I do like the ghost thing. I like the segment ghosts. I like those, they're cool. Oh, bloomin' heck, look who's joined. I'm jumping off in a sec. Oh. I still need to buy a long sleeve jersey. Emma, did I see just now you said you might not be a battle on the beach? I thought level 60 was quite high. I've probably been in the level 50s for at least a year and a half now, maybe, haven't I? Maybe, I don't know. Ah, there's no stress, man. I mean, if we see it, we see it. I mean, maybe I'll see the dragon ride anyway. I'm probably gonna do, you know, the dragon ride. So last year I did obviously the big one, the devil, which is like 295k, I think. I'm gonna do the Gran Fondo this year, so it'll be a little bit shorter, but almost as hillier. For those of you that don't know it, so basically you miss out like the top loop, so it's gonna be just as hard really. But what it'll allow me to do is, because I won't be out there for like 9 hours for the devil, I'll be out there for like 6.5, 7 hours or something, so I'll be able to go harder. So it'll allow me to, I'll be able to put more focus this year on intensity rather than duration. Like last year, it was important that I had the ability to go long, obviously for the dragon ride, but also the Tour de Mont Blanc, right? So you have to come and say hi, Emma, because introduce you to the gravel trio. Myself, obviously, Emir, who will do all your bike maintenance for you, and young Bryn. Young Bryn is off to the Atlas Mountain Race in a couple of weeks, in February. So we're going out for a ride on Thursday or Friday, I think. And yeah, so interestingly enough, he's doing a lot of riding recently in the cold, which is preparing him for the massive heat of the desert in Morocco. Alright, that's me done. That is me done. That's been good. It's been I know it was a little bit last minute. I set up the stream like an hour or so before, or hour and a half, 2 hours before. But it was nice to jump on and see and chat to a lot of you that have joined me this evening or this afternoon. So I appreciate that. I hope you have a good day and a good rest of your week. And yeah, I'll catch you in a video or live stream soon. Cheers, guys.